down to ask about the problem that we were having with our water. The answer we got was, you have a leak or somebody else in your water. I found over 100 signatures. Some of them are here today. Everybody that's here with the water, will you please raise your hand? Thank you. The next thing I would like to address is there is a letter given out by the City of Buckeye. The City of Buckeye takes very serious concerns to its residents in their high utility bills. So on Monday around 10 a.m., I met with Dave Knight, Director, School Farm, Arnett, I think his name, and Arnold, our Water District Supervisor, and they talked to me about my bill, and they told me, they told me to come, to go home and turn my pool back on and my landscaping back on, and then they would be out tomorrow. So I was driving home thinking to myself, they never said what time they were going to be out there. So I called Dave and got his voicemail, so I left him a message. So then I called Arnold, also got his voicemail. And then about 2 hours later, Arnold called me back and told me they weren't coming out. They were just going to pull the data in a couple days. So Dave and I called me back today around noon. I asked him where were his guys, like we talked about yesterday. I told him that Arnold called me back and said that he was going to pull the data in a couple days. I told him that what we were talking about, I told him that that's not what we were talking about. You guys keep sticking to your guns. I got a leak or something. So he did not send he did send the same guys out today that were in the meeting. And when they got to my house, they were not happy. So when I walked out to my meter with them, I started asking them questions. They got really defensive really fast. Then they saw Channel 12 News camera crew reporter there at my house, and they got even more defensive. So I asked him everything, what is going on with my meter? You guys say I have a leak, my meter should be moving. They were there present, it was not moving at all. So I obviously do not have a leak. And I've had certified plumbers that spent a lot of money on this coming out and testing my house. So then I asked him about this bar graph they gave me yesterday. I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I'm not the dumbest. It says at midnight, I used 160 gallons in 1 hour. Then at 1 a.m., I used 0 gallons. Then at 2 a.m., I used 160, not 159, not 161, for the next 5 hours. I don't care, unless I'm out there with a measuring cup and trying to calculate all this, I cannot get 160 gallons evenly all the way across the board. So I don't know if this graph's wrong or what's going on. And this is a brand new meter that has been installed. The lady that lived at this residence, 10 years prior to this, she had the highest bill she ever had was $129, and she is emailing me all in records tonight. So it just seems like I keep getting the same stuff. The city says they're going to help. They say they're going to help. You guys sent out a letter saying if we have concerns, you will have us come help us find our leak or tell us if we had a leak. Well, when that happened today, I didn't want anybody on my property that's going to have an attitude and not treat me with respect. I'm here tonight trying to treat every one of you with respect, and I appreciate you letting us speak on this water problem. It's obviously a problem. I'm not the only one having this problem. And I would like to thank everybody that came out to support this water problem, and I especially would like to thank the city council members and the mayor for letting me speak tonight. Thank you.
Thank you. Obviously, you're aware we cannot speak to this. We hear what you're saying.
Yes, and Monday I asked if I could be on the agenda for next month. So thank you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming. Michelle, fill out.
I'm trying to keep this in the time frame. I was told I had 5 minutes, but I think hopefully hello, my name is Michelle Phillips, and I am one of the many residents experiencing unexplainable.
Address, please.
309 West Roosevelt Street, Buckeye, Arizona, 85396. I am one of the many residents experiencing sporadic, unexplainable water usage spikes. You've watched the news clips pertaining to the city of Buckeye water issues. You should be aware that one of the customers experiencing these unexplainable high water usage is a plumber by trade. I'm pointing this out because I want to avoid being dismissed based on the belief that we as customers do not understand the issue at hand. When you consider the information and the suggestions that I pose, please keep in mind the unique perspective that I'm bringing to the table. I've been paying my water bill for the last 12 years, and I've never participated in a movement such as this. I've worked in residential construction as a superintendent and home warranty representative for 8 years. I have my bachelor's degree in construction management from Arizona State University, and I'm working on my doctoral dissertation on knowledge sharing behaviors within the construction industry. I attended today's meeting to share information with the City of Buckeye Council regarding our current water issues, and also to offer some potential solutions to these issues. So never come with a problem without a solution. Everyone here must concede that this problem has escalated to a point that is intolerable for everyone. I contend that there's another significant issue not being addressed that has made this problem worse and has the potential to make this problem better. In the absence, I see an absence of collaboration and communication across the board. We have customers, utility administrators, field technicians, and politicians who are interacting on a micro level to try and address some of the issues. However, there does not appear to be any structure or plan to identify and resolve the problem as a whole. The first suggestion I offer to address this issue is to put together an investigation team consisting of someone from the utility company, the city council, a citizen as part of this movement, and content experts such as the Buckeye independent meter testing facility, or Dave, or I think the other case, and if you're familiar with meters. Another suggestion I can offer is to divide the investigation into 3 stages. The 3 stages that I've identified are the initial acknowledgement of a customer with potential problems, a short-term plan to address the customer situation while the investigation is conducted, and a long-term plan to investigate potential factors which could be causing these issues. In the first stage, initial acknowledgement of each customer, I personally asked the Buckeye utility manager who I could contact next for a resolution to my concern, because I did not feel I was getting it. I was not provided that information. I left voicemails with the direct utilities company and emails and did not receive a response, although I would like to retract that statement here in front of everybody. I got a voicemail Wednesday night from David Nye, and apparently it clicked over the next one and it saved, so I'd like to apologize to David Nye here in public. So, a councilman recently told me that I should have contacted my councilman, but this is not something you can expect the average person to know. They don't typically go onto the website. It is the responsibility of the utility company to provide this information to its customers. Initial acknowledgement of each customer should include, and here's my proposal, literature on the investigation process, resolution options, and chain of command protocols, approximate timelines of the process, and follow-up by the utility company, and last, the customer should be tagged and the investigation team notified of the issue. The short-term plan, stage 2, many residents are still waiting for initial contact with supervisor who can help with their water bill. Even if there is no readily available solution to an individual situation, not contacting that individual is not an option. It is not difficult for the water meter company to determine a customer does not have a leak. This should be addressed immediately. It benefits the city and it benefits the customer. So I would propose that if a customer says that they have unexplainable high water usage, check to ensure that the customer does not have any electronic meter reading issues or billing mistakes. Then offer to send a field technician to the site to conduct a 20-minute read test. If there is no indication of a leak, document the meter reading and check it after 48 hours to check for a minor leak that may have been unobservable in the first check. Offer to test the meter and include a physical inspection of the meter and its register. Consider setting up a payment plan for any testing fees if no defects or issues are found. High water bills are hard enough at these moments. Often people can't pay those, let alone the testing fees. We're not asking to do it for free if there's no issue, but you should at least make it reasonable so that these people will get their stuff tested. Any short-term plan needs to be consistent, thorough, justifiable, and transparent. Almost done. Stage 3, a long-term plan to research the problem. This is not the first time the city of Buckeye has dealt with this high water usage. Buckeye is not the only municipality to face this issue. While it is reasonable to assume many high water bills are the result of leaks, it is also plausible that this problem is the result of something else. In the past month, I have researched possible explanations for registered overreadable water usage on the meters. In that time, I have identified several potential causes for an overregistration. The city of Buckeye has not once indicated that there is any other plausible explanation to the high water usage. If the utility company is not willing to admit that there be another explanation other than leaks, how can they begin to research this problem, and how can they expect the people to believe that they're trying to address their concern? I don't have a long-term plan, but I was thinking in my head, we have several top-notch universities that are full of masters and doctoral students seeking dissertation topics. City of Buckeye has already committed to updating meters. Can we conduct research to try to identify reasons for over-registration using these meters? Not only can we use information about our situation, but we can provide valuable insight on this nationwide issue. So this is just a one thought from a person. I'm okay with this.
Thank you very much. Also, again, I'd like to thank due to the fact that it's not an agenda item. But I would like to ask, first of all, let me thank you all for coming. You have made a statement, and we hear the statement. Thank you both for speaking. I know sometimes it's hard. You both did well. Thank you. I made lots of notes. I would like to ask the manager to give you some idea of what has been transpiring. Mr. Craig.
Mayor, I'd like to do that. Was there another person that can speak?
There's one additional speaker.
We know that's Mr. Taylor. I spoke to Mr. Taylor. He and I had talked about my meeting with him. I called him again this afternoon. I have a meeting with him tomorrow afternoon at 3:30 in my office. And he said that he could not make it tonight. He has an issue where he works at the hospital, I believe a hospital.
I was able to make it, Mr. Mayor. I was able to make it, Mr. Mayor.
You did?
Yes, sir. It was,
Audience council had her.
That's all right. That's all right.
I'm sorry, I did not know that. Thank you very much. Please go ahead.
Sure. My name is Chaz Taylor. I live at 25585 West Blue Sky Way here in Buckeye. I've been here since 2010, and I just want to kind of speak to the frustration of the rest of the residents here and hope that we can make some sort of headway. I myself was hit with a $757 bill for 49,000 gallons of usage in 30 days. And I think a lot of the community members here, along with myself, can say and attest that it's really frustrating when one of the two responses are, hey, you either got a leak or somebody's stealing your water. I myself have security cameras all around my house. That's just not a possibility. And as far as the leak goes, I know the city doesn't. 3 months prior, I had landscaping done to the tune of $6,000 and had all of my lines, no irrigation lines, replaced. Since I was told that I had a leak, I've had 3 separate entities come out to the home. They tried to check for leaks. They said, I'm sorry, sir, you have none. When I went back, after speaking with some other leaders, basically I was shown nice fancy graphs, and I was told this is how the meter works. Now, all of that is fine and good, and while all that may be true, that means nothing to any of us. We all know what we consume, and I can assure you that myself and my household aren't consuming 50, 60, 70, 80,000 gallons of water, and it's certainly not a leak. I was also told that it's a possibility that it could be a leak underneath the home. Well, if that's the case, I would think I would have a house. It would be a house boat. So that's a lot of the frustration with people when they're told these things. It feels condescending and dismissive. One of the biggest issues, Mr. Mayor and council members and anyone else in attendance today, the problem for myself and why I have decided to speak up on behalf of a lot of our community members here, we have individuals that are elderly, that have worked their whole life to come out to Buckeye because they love this city and they want to retire. They can't afford the medications. They're on a fixed income, right? So they can't afford the medications, diabetes, heart medication. That's troubling. We have parents who now, because right before Christmas, they've had to pay thousands of dollars in water bills. Now they can't provide Christmas for their kids. That's disheartening and unacceptable. Not only, especially here in Buckeye. It's just a tragedy all around the board. And we really are wanting some movement here. Not being told, not going to be told we're going to put a chip and a meter and watch it, because that still doesn't change the fact that people aren't consuming thousands upon thousands of gallons of water. So that's really the concern. We hope that you leaders here tonight will take us very seriously because we feel like there's no oversight of the utility company. So citizens are starting to get concerned and feel like our only other recourse is media and attorneys. And nobody wants that. So you work for us. Please help us out here. Thank you.
You are correct. Again, thank all three of you. We do have a meeting tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Call me and say it's off.
No, I'll be there, Mr. Mayor. I'll be there.
3:30 tomorrow afternoon in my office.
3:30. We'll see you then.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Klinger, would you tell the people what transpired today?
Yes, Mayor. We have heard from people, and we understand that people are very frustrated. We're hearing that. And one of the first things we've done is set up a dedicated hotline and email address that people can contact us directly. The water hotline number is 623-349-6900. 623-349-6900. We have a dedicated email address at waterhotline, all one word, at buckeyeaz.gov. The second thing I just want to mention, Mayor and Council, is that we have been working with people individually. Everyone has a different situation, and we do encourage them to contact us and come in, and we will work with them, and we will go through their account information. We will do what's necessary to get to the source of these high water usage situations. We have had some successes of working with people that has been successful, and we want to continue that, and we encourage everyone that has an issue to please contact us and work with us, and we will work with you. The third thing I want to make clear on this, because there's been some misinformation, we are installing a new system-wide wireless water meter reading system. We're not putting in new meters. There's been some miscommunication there, but the way that those meters communicate the billing information to the central department. We're working on that. We have an extensive program to go throughout the whole city to all 20,000 customers. We hope to have that done by the end of June. We believe that we will be successful in that. But what we're encouraged by is the fact that the new technology will allow customers to essentially read their own meters. They will get information daily rather than waiting until the end of the month. We think that will help a lot. They have the ability to let us know what they want to set their alert status at, if they want to know that they're using high water in a particular day. We can get that right away so they don't have to wait till the end of the month. So we hear people are frustrated. We're working on those things. We encourage everyone to contact us, and we will work with them.
Okay, could you repeat the numbers again, please?
Yes, sir. The hotline number 623-349-6900. 6900. The email, water hotline, all one word, at buckeyeaz.gov.
Okay, thank you very much. We are going to go ahead with the agenda. You're more than welcome to remain. If you would like to leave, certainly you may. Again, thank you all very, very much. We appreciate you coming. This is your council, and it is your council. This is what you're saying. So you will hear from us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I have a proclamation next to my old name. Whereas Buckeye, Arizona is a community which acknowledges the special vibrancy of this community, entire community, when its individual citizens collectively go extra mile in personal effort, volunteerism, and service. Whereas Buckeye, Arizona is a community which engages its citizens to maximize their personal contribution to the community by giving of themselves wholeheartedly and with full effort, commitment, and conviction with their individual ambitions, family, friends, and community. And whereas Buckeye, Arizona is a community which chooses to shine a light on and celebrate individuals and organizations within its community who go the extra mile in order to make a difference.
Okay, we are now moving outside to see if we can talk to any of the residents and see if they are happy with this outcome.
I can. Really? Yeah.
Hello. All right, let's see if they're happy.
Somebody that's good for the camera. Hey, there's somebody that's good for the camera.
You want me to take a picture?
Would you?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not.
No problem.
You could do hers.
I can do both if you want.
Oh, I don't care. Is that where you're
And I can take a group picture as well.
You're part of this too.
I'll stay here behind the camera.
It's gonna be a little dark.
Yeah, I have a flash on there. Wait, Bianca.
Yeah, man. I don't know if this. Yeah. I don't know if this far away the flash will do much.
There's Chad.
Oh, awesome.
That's my bad. I'm sorry. No, I mean, that's why I came. For sure, that right. No.
Hey guys, after we get the photo done, I would like for everybody to sign this piece of paper and put their number. That way I have all your guys' contact info in case something does change. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, and real quick, everybody, by the way,
Ask them all
we
to
are planning
come in. Our lenses aren't that wide.
Everybody's contact information. We are reaching out further than the media, and we can talk about that at a later time. And I'll call each of you individually, but we would like to have your name and number. And this coming, when is it, Heather?
Saturday, November 5th at 2 p.m. at the Buckeye Aquatic Center.
We would love to see all of you there. Bring your high bills, and we can talk about what actions that we're going to take further to hold the city accountable and make sure that we're moving in the right direction and not being fed the same rhetoric that we have for the last 2 years. Okay? All right.
Thank you guys for all funny that there was a water commission meeting. I'll turn around and talk.
Sure.
Well, let's all say please so people can get their names down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gotta get in a lot tighter if we're gonna get everybody in.
Come over here, sweetheart.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
Count it off. All right, 1, 2.
All right, got it.
Yeah, and if you guys were if you guys have already
So,
signed the paper, then we
Heather, would you like to talk into the live stream and tell us how you feel about the meeting?
I feel that our meeting went very well in there. We were heard. I'm hoping that they take this seriously because obviously, as you can see, a lot of people came out here today to support us. And And just hope that we don't have to keep going and fighting, that this will be our last straw. And they will hear us, because we are Buckeye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, this is RC signing off from the Buckeye City Hall. Have a great night, everybody.